6. Do we have too many laws? People are always saying that there ought to be a law to take care of this or that matter. We are all surrounded by a number of problems, and we are all too ready to assume that a new law can solve the problem. We forget that we already have an abundance of laws. Moreover, we forget what Charles Curtis once observed. Language in legal documents does not fix meaning, it circumscribes meaning. Legal interpretation is concerned not with the meaning of words, but only with their boundaries. This means simply that any law passed means not what the lawmakers intended, but what lawyers, courts, and juries make it to mean. We pass a law to control criminals or child abusers, and it very often ends up controlling us. The lawbreaker is very difficult and almost impossible to control. The law-abiding citizen is easy to control. He obeys the law. As a result, the bureaucracies created to enforce laws end up controlling those who are law-abiding. This is why, on the whole, the only people controlled by the new laws we pass are us. The lawbreaker makes it his business to devise ways to get around the law. The tax evader makes evasion an art, and often a legal one. Those of us who have no protection against a bureaucracy or a court wind up as the losers. The more laws we pass, the more we are taxed and the more we are controlled. People constantly rail at bureaucracies, even lawmakers do. What all forgets is that almost all laws require either the expansion or creation of a bureaucracy to define and enforce the law. To ask for another law is to ask for more bureaucracy and more taxes. When we say there ought to be a law, we are also saying that there ought to be more bureaucracy and more taxes. The bureaucracy then helps define the law by the way it applies it, interprets it, and enforces it. By and large, most of the laws governing us are bureaucratic regulations. Congress, the states, and local lawmaking bodies annually pass a limited number of laws. For each page of laws, bureaucracies put out thousands of pages of interpretation and regulation. As a result, we now have more laws and regulations governing us than any man can know or possibly understand, including lawyers. Some years ago, lawyers had to specialize in a particular branch of law: corporate law, tax law, trust law, criminal law, and so on. Now lawyers are specializing in specialized areas of specialities. Very definitely, you will not improve matters by asking for another law. Why this mess? Is it not because men have come to expect too much from law? It is faith and character which make men free, not laws. Normally, we do not eliminate problems by legislation, but rather by our godly lives and actions. Laws cannot save us. It is undue trust in law which is creating problems for us. Men create laws as though law could be their saviour.